Greetings. You know what I don't get? Why is consumer culture weak? Um, of course I get it, but it's still like I'm like, you know, um, why do I think this? As a consumer, I have the purchasing power, right? This is beyond fact, right? But and a lot of markets lose money because they didn't satisfy their consumers, or they chose to like appeal to them in some way or sell them the correct thing. Like, I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but we don't have as much power as I think we are supposed to have, if that makes any sense. I want to bring an example, which is Dark Souls Remastered, the game. Dark Souls, like From Software outsourced the remastering of the original Dark Souls to a smaller company, and or at least I think the company that is, I think Bandai Namco is the one who has the rights to Dark Souls, outsourced it instead of From Software. And the way it happened is they remastered the game, didn't fix much bugs, added some certain features that are necessary of a game in this modern day, and then they made what I think is one of the bitchiest moves I've ever seen like a gaming company make, which is they removed the old version. They removed the old Dark Souls, and now you can only buy Dark Souls Remastered. And their argument for it was, oh, this version is better, so you should buy it instead. And I'm like, I have a problem with that because the original Dark Souls had mods that I wanted to try out, for example, and with this new remastered edition, all the mods have to be like updated and reworked and revamped, and I have an issue with that. What if I want to experience the game exactly how it was before? I don't want the remastered version. Shouldn't you give me the option? And I'm like, I'm not buying it on PC. I don't care. I don't have Dark Souls on PC, but I don't want to buy it. I'm gonna boycott it on the PC because I want my mods. And so I still stick to that stance, right? Maybe I'll change my mind eventually, but as it is right now, when it's important to you that I purchase it, which is in the beginning, I won't, right? Then I watch videos on YouTube, people's opinions. They're like, oh, the remaster's crap. They didn't fix any of the bugs. The PvP is still shit. Or abusable, so people can just abuse you and spam you into things. And they're like, this is horrible. We expected better. We didn't want the game to change, but holy shit, we didn't say just copy paste the whole thing to get together. And what's with that, blah, blah. But then the magic word comes. I'm still gonna buy it though because the lobbies are gonna be filled. I want to experience Dark Souls again that way, and I'm like, no, you know. This is why like iPhones don't have to work as hard as other phone companies. They can give you outdated phones that just look decent and don't even feel good or are even optimized and can still make bank and sell it for exactly the same price, which is more than everybody else. Why? And just do it every year, and people complain about it, like, yeah, what's the difference? Ooh, and then they buy it, and I'm like, the fact that you bought it, it's like I can't do without an iPhone, and I can't do without the new one. To be more specific, I have to be up to date, and I'm like, if you just boycotted that product, just reduce his sales a bit. I'm not saying everybody, just everybody who doesn't have to buy it, but is gonna buy it because he has to be part of the experience, part of the fad. You know, if you didn't do it and the sales reduced, that would indicate to the person who is selling that, oh, maybe we should change our philosophy here. Maybe we should change our methods. Why is EA still making bank, ranked the shittiest company in the world and still making bank? Because people still buy their shit. They're like, why do we change our ethics? Why? Just let us do our thing and they'll keep buying because they're dumb. Who cares that they don't release, they release a new MBK, whatever, every single year, and it's just an updated roster and some more moves. Who cares? We're making money. The second they stop buying, that's when we do the research. But they're clearly buying, so we're not doing anything wrong. And I think we're not exercising our consumer purchasing power properly. I think we should um, treat the people who treat us well, and the people who mistreat us, we mistreat them back. And we mistreat them by, even though we want to be part of the experience, maybe we don't do it for a while. Just for a while, at least, until the perspective has changed. Until, like, we don't want an apology. We want something effective, you know? Um, we don't want people, we don't want companies, of course, to like suck our dicks like the way Sega did with their Sonic. You know, every time somebody complained on Tumblr about the new Sonic game, they added that within their new game, and then they're confused, and now Sonic is dead. No, we don't want that. We still want the developer to have power, creative control over their shit. I'm not against that. But from a marketing perspective, if you're gonna cheat me, I'm not buying, you know? If you know the person is cheating in front of you, cheating you, why don't you just, man up and not take the extra mile? They're clearly cheating you. Have your dollar speak for you by not purchasing. That would maybe change their perspectives. And maybe they'll get a stubborn or whatnot. Who cares? Who cares? It's fine. I still don't get it. Like how pussified do we have to be? Like, do we have to be like stray dogs in the gaming world, or in the book world or whatnot? Like Martin is making bank because everybody's like buying his stuff, no matter what it is, and we're not getting what we need, which is the new book, like the new what was it? Winds of Winter. We're not getting Winds of Winter. Why? Because why would he sell it? Why would he release it and work all that hard when he can just work on other stuff, and we'd still buy it because he's Martin, you know? I know people who like every time a new Game of Thrones book edition, like the 5 with different skins shows up, they buy it too because they love it so much, and they reread it. Or whenever that whatever that new book that came out, like Fire and Blood, I vowed to myself not to buy Fire and Blood until the next book is out, because I don't want to go through that. I don't want to like be the person who like lets somebody who's supposed to give me my due walk all over me without a response. And maybe it's petty and the author shouldn't care, and maybe they shouldn't, but that's my statement. That's how I control my purchasing power, and that's how I think people should too. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the issue. Tell me what you guys think. I think this is like more controversial than usual, or not more controversial, but more up to debate. So please tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.